So I watched The Burning from 1981 for the first time, which is a shame because I am a huge slasher fan and horror fan, but I never got around to watching The Burning. However, it was on Tubi and I decided to check it out, and I didn't know much about it actually because I usually don't uh, really research films when I've never seen them before, or I don't go into depths with plots and stuff like that because I'm not an advocate for spoilers whatsoever. So I avoided the main stuff in the film, other than your basics. You have a killer on revenge for a prank, and his weapon of choice is shears. I knew all that. But I decided to check the film out, and I had a fairly good time with it. It is such a Friday the 13th ripoff. It's crazy. You got like the whole summer camp theme. The whole movie takes place in a camp, which is cool. It's always great for a slasher setting. That's like the slasher setting. It's perfect. You don't get a better slasher setting than a camp, so that's cool. The the kills, although they're very, very well done by Tom Savini, I can't complain about any of the practical effects in this film because the practical effects are staples of what practical effects should be, and you got Tom Savini behind all of them. So obviously you're gonna get fantastic stuff in that sense. But I mean, I've heard so many people bitch about the Scream movies, and it's all just stab after stab after stab, and all the kills are the same. Well, this is how this film is. It's just sheer kills, pretty much. Like, I'm pretty sure, other than, from what I can think of off the top of my head, other than the very ending, where Cropsey uses a different weapon other than shears, the whole the rest of the film is shears, and the kills, like I said, they're cool and they're definitely gore packed, especially that famous raft scene, which I didn't know about going into the movie, so I'm not going to spoil it. But there's a kill scene involving a raft on water that is famous and known for this film. In this film, that's probably the most popular death scene in this film, and maybe slashers in general. So that was really, really cool and well done. But you're just using shears the whole time. The build up to Cropsey at the end. At the beginning of the movie, you know there was an accident involving fire, so you know his demise. But throughout the film, they don't show him. They have him in overcoats. He's always wearing a hat, kind of thing, or he's just off camera in general. And they really, really wait till the end of the movie to reveal his face and what he looks like. And I think that was definitely a very good decision and set a lot of mystery to the film, instead of just throwing everything in your face beginning of the film or middle of the film. Also, I loved at the beginning of the film when Cropsey is in the hospital and there's this doctor or nurse that he wants to show the body of Cropsey to this other doctor, and he's just so persistent on it. It's ridiculous. And he's like, "Come on, man, he's so burned. It's not even funny. You've never seen anything like this." And he's treating it as if like this poor Cropsey guy is like a freaking circus freak or something like that. It's so bad, but it's so you don't want to laugh at it, but you can't help yourself. Like, it's just so ridiculous, this character, and this character is such a shitty person that you just have to laugh at it. And I say poor Cropsey, even though you know he's a mass murderer and he's gonna start fucking people up. Still, like, anybody who's has like third degree burns or something like that shouldn't be like shown off like, "Hey, check out this guy's so fucked up, come watch this." So that guy was ridiculous. But yeah, all the girls in the movie pretty much are hot. Holly Hunter's in this film, and I didn't even recognize her or realize that she was in this film until afterwards when I saw other people's reviews on it, because I usually like to do that when I finish the film. So yeah, she had a starting role here. All the girls are really hot in this movie. Really good looking. Most of them are there just to be killed off, obviously. I really like this scene involving a girl named Sally and her boyfriend, and obviously they're screwing in the woods, and then obviously Cropsey comes along, and the way he's like really forcing the shears onto her neck, and she's holding his hands back, and it just goes there for a while. That scene was cool, and that girl was really pretty. And I like the climax of the film. I like what they do. Like I said, I'm not going to really say what happens at the climax involving the kills or weapons of choice or where it happens or why it happens or anything like that. But this is like close to when he also gets revealed. And it's really effective, and it's really horrific, and it drives the movie forward, and it really packs a punch to finish this movie off. So yeah, The Burning is definitely one to have on my shelf. I want to get it as soon as I can. Unfortunately, it's going to be really hard to find that Scream Factory release with a slipcover that's not $150 or something like that. But even if I just found it on DVD, it's definitely something I would buy. And it's a staple in slashers, so if you haven't seen it, it's one to check out. And if you like Friday the 13th, you're going to like The Burning. I mean, they go hand in hand. The only reason The Burning is not Friday the 13th is because Jason isn't in it, legitimately. That's the only reason why it's not a Friday the 13th movie, in my opinion. Otherwise, it would be a Friday the 13th movie if Buddy had a hockey mask and a machete. Simple enough. So that's The Burning, 1981. It's cool, and it's worth watching for any horror fan, really. Subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you like to listen to my voice or if you like my film reviews. I'll be back with more soon, so stay tuned until that, and check out what's on the channel, and check out what's coming soon. And until next time, have a good one. Take care and cheers.